A high-stakes political fight is brewing in Texas, and it could tilt control of Congress in 2026. The Republican-controlled legislature plans to reopen the state's congressional map just 4 years after the last redraw. Democrats call the move an unprecedented power grab and are threatening to hit back. By tradition, states redraw district lines once a decade after the census. Texas completed that job in 2021. Yet on July 21, 2025, Governor Greg Abbott will convene a special session with redistricting at the top of the agenda. The push is backed by President Donald Trump, who wants Texas to deliver 5 additional Republican seats to help protect the party's razor-thin House majority. The official reason comes from the United States Department of Justice. In a July 2025 letter, the department argued that 4 Democratic-held districts are illegal racial gerrymanders. It says the districts are coalition districts that combine different minority groups into a majority, violating a 2024 court ruling. Critics note that when the current map was challenged, Texas insisted it was drawn blind to race. They see the Department of Justice letter as a convenient excuse to redraw the entire map. Republican strategists believe they can squeeze more friendly seats out of the state's booming suburbs, but the gamble is risky. To manufacture new Republican districts, they must thin out existing Republican voters, potentially turning today's safe seats into tomorrow's toss-ups, a blunder mapmakers call a dummy-mander. Any new map will also land in court the moment the governor signs it. Inside Texas, Democrats have few tools to stop the plan. Some lawmakers are flirting with a quorum-busting walkout, the same tactic they used in 2021. The louder response is coming from Washington. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries accuses Republicans of trying to rig the midterm elections. The sharpest counterpunch, however, is coming from California. Governor Gavin Newsom says that if Texas redraws its map, California might retaliate by carving up the state's 9 Republican-held districts. That threat is complicated. In 2010, California voters handed redistricting power to an independent commission. Newsom is studying ways around it, perhaps by sponsoring a new ballot measure or arguing the legislature still holds mid-decade authority. Both options would be legally and politically explosive. Democrats supportive of Newsom's plan call it fighting fire with fire. Others warn it accelerates a race to the bottom in which each party rewrites the rules whenever it gains power, eroding public faith in fair elections. The showdown begins July 21st in Austin. If Texas passes a new map, expect immediate lawsuits, possible federal court intervention, and growing pressure on states like California to retaliate. What happens next could decide who controls the U.S. House in 2026 and test just how far both parties are willing to go in the battle over political turf. This political chess match isn't just about lines on a map. It's about who gets heard, who gets elected, and how far America's norms can be stretched before they snap. The next few months will offer an answer.